The USDA says ground beef is one of the most recalled foods in America, usually because of hidden dangers like contamination or mislabeling. That's a big deal, because fast food burgers, they're part of millions of dinners every single week. You pull up to the drive-thru, grab a combo, and trust the label. But what if the beef in that burger isn't what you think? In some cases, it's not just beef. It's fillers, additives, or mystery meats that aren't clearly listed. In others, the real danger is how the meat is processed, stored, or shipped. And sometimes, it's all about the marketing. Clever ads that make low-quality meat look clean, safe, and premium. These are brands we see every day. But what's really going on behind the counter? Today, we're exposing 8 of the biggest burger chains in America and showing you exactly what's inside the patties they serve. Some of the findings may shock you. From major recalls to lawsuits and secret ingredients, it's time you saw the truth for yourself. This isn't about fear, it's about facts. And if your family eats fast food, you deserve to know what's really in that paper-wrapped burger. This is BizWorld Explorer. We uncover the hidden truths behind everyday food brands, so you know what's safe to eat and what could be putting your health at risk. We drop new exposés every day, so if you want daily alerts on food recalls and secret ingredient risks, hit that subscribe button now. Let's get into it, starting with the chains themselves. Number 1, McDonald's. McDonald's is the king of fast food. It's everywhere. More than 13,000 locations in the US alone. For many families, it's the go-to spot for a quick bite. Cheap, fast, familiar. But is it as safe as it seems? For years, McDonald's has claimed its burgers are made with 100% beef. But lawsuits argue that this label is misleading. Why? Because that beef can include lower quality cuts, processed fillers, and additives, not the clean, simple meat many people picture. The company no longer uses pink slime, a controversial meat filler made from fatty scraps treated with chemicals. But the damage was done. That scandal made millions of Americans wonder, what's really in this burger? And even today, critics say McDonald's meat isn't what you'd call high quality. It's mass-produced in huge factories focused on speed, not care. That can mean more sodium, preservatives, and texture enhancers in every bite. Why does this matter? Because families eat McDonald's often, especially kids. A weekly Happy Meal might seem harmless, but over time, that adds up. More fat, more salt, more mystery ingredients. It's not just what's in the beef, it's what isn't on the label. So, what's a safer choice? Try smaller, regional burger chains that use fresh, local beef. Places like Shake Shack, Culver's, or In-N-Out, if you're out west, tend to cook burgers fresh, with simpler ingredients. Or, better yet, buy your own ground beef from a local butcher and make burgers at home. That way, you control the quality. The Golden Arches may look like a safe bet, but behind that bright logo, the truth about McDonald's burgers isn't always so shiny. And McDonald's isn't the only chain with meat that's raising eyebrows. Number 2. Burger King built its name on the Whopper, the flame-grilled burger that millions believe is a cut above the rest. That smoky flavor? It feels like a backyard barbecue. But the truth behind that taste may surprise you. In recent years, Burger King's beef suppliers have been linked to recalls, raising serious questions about how safe their meat really is. With a supply chain that stretches across the country, one small slip can end up on thousands of trays. Most people trust Burger King. It's been around for decades. That slogan, "Have it your way," makes it feel friendly, familiar. And compared to the competition, many families believe the Whopper tastes fresher and more real. But here's the catch. Not every Burger King burger is flame-grilled the way the ads make it seem. Some patties are pre-cooked and flavored to smell like they came off a grill. That smoky taste? Often added with artificial flavorings, not fire. And just like McDonald's, Burger King has faced criticism for what's inside the meat. Additives, fillers, chemicals to keep the patties looking fresh. It's all legal. But is it what you think you're feeding your kids? The danger isn't just one burger. It's what happens when this becomes your go-to meal. More sodium, more hidden ingredients, less real food. So what can you do? Look for local burger joints that flame grill their meat right in front of you. Or grill at home with fresh, simple ground beef from a butcher. Real smoke, real flavor, real control. The Whopper might be iconic, but if it's not grilled fresh and packed with real ingredients, is it really a Whopper at all? Let us know. Would you still order one after this? Drop a comment. And if you care about what's really in your food, hit subscribe. We're exposing one fast food chain at a time, every single day. And next, another major name accused of hiding the truth behind their beef. Number 3. Wendy's. Wendy's built its entire brand on one promise: fresh, never frozen. You've seen it on signs, in ads, even in viral Twitter battles. It sounds like the safer, smarter choice, right? For a lot of families, it is. The square patties, fresh toppings, and bold slogans make Wendy's feel like a step above the usual drive-through meal. Parents often pick it thinking it's cleaner, healthier, and better for their kids. But here's the truth. Fresh doesn't always mean safe. Wendy's still gets its beef from giant suppliers, the same kinds used by other fast food chains. And some of those suppliers have been tied to recalls due to contamination. Just because the meat isn't frozen doesn't mean it's free from risk. In fact, fresh beef can be more dangerous if it's not stored or cooked just right. Think about it. Frozen beef is kept cold for safety. Fresh beef? It has less margin for error. One slip-up in transport or at the grill, and harmful bacteria can sneak in. There's also the sodium. A single Wendy's burger can load your body with nearly a whole day's worth of salt. That's especially risky for kids, seniors, or anyone with blood pressure or heart concerns. Who's most at risk? Families who trust the slogan too much. They believe fresh means better. But behind the branding, Wendy's burgers can carry the same risks and just as many additives as their frozen rivals. So what's safer? Try small, local diners that grind beef on site and cook everything to order. Or take full control at home. Grab some quality ground beef, season it yourself, and skip the hidden salt and unknowns. Wendy's may sound like the healthier choice, but don't let the slogans fool you. And if you think that's misleading, wait until you see what this next chain mixes into their meat. Number 4. Jack in the Box. Jack in the Box is the place people hit when it's late. You're hungry, and you just want something cheap and fast. Big menu, big portions, always open. But behind that convenience is one of the darkest stories in fast food history. In 1993, Jack in the Box became the center of the deadliest E. coli outbreak the U.S. had ever seen. Contaminated burgers sickened hundreds of people and killed several children. That single outbreak changed food safety laws across the nation and forever stained the chain's reputation. And yet, people still line up. Jack in the Box feels like a casual, fun option, open late when nothing else is. For many, it's a guilty pleasure. But history has a long shadow. The truth? Jack in the Box still relies on the same kind of mass suppliers as other fast food chains. Most patties are frozen before being cooked, not fresh. And while the company has improved its safety checks since the outbreak, it's not immune. Recalls tied to suppliers still happen, and the burgers themselves are packed with sodium and fat that pile up fast in your body. Who's most at risk? Regulars who treat Jack in the Box as a go-to meal, especially late at night. For kids, teens, or people with health issues, the risks multiply. It's not just about foodborne illness. It's also the long-term toll of eating highly processed beef over and over again. So what's safer? Choose a local burger joint that grills patties fresh when you order. Or prepare your own late-night fix at home. Cook extra burgers earlier in the day, store them in the fridge, and reheat when the craving hits. That way, you know exactly what's in your food. Jack in the Box may have cleaned up its image, but the memory of that outbreak is a warning that can't be ignored. Do you still trust fast food beef after hearing this? Drop your thoughts in the comments and hit subscribe for daily exposés on the brands you eat every day. Because even so-called better burger chains aren't always what they claim. Number 5. Five Guys. Five Guys has built its entire brand on being the better burger. Fresh patties, cooked right in front of you, peanuts on the counter, huge bags of fries. For many families, it feels like the exact opposite of typical drive-through food. People trust it because it looks honest. No freezers, no heat lamps, just an open kitchen where you can watch your burger hit the grill. It feels safer, cleaner, even healthier. But here's the hidden truth. Fresh doesn't mean risk-free. Five Guys still buys beef from the same massive suppliers as other chains. That means it's just as vulnerable to recalls tied to E. coli or salmonella. In fact, some of the very same factories that ship patties to McDonald's or Burger King also supply Five Guys. Cooking it fresh doesn't erase the risks hiding in the meat before it ever hits the grill. And then there's the nutrition bomb. A single Five Guys burger can top 1,000 calories before you add fries or a soda. Salt levels? Sky high. One meal here can give you more sodium and fat than your body should have in an entire day. For customers who believe they've chosen a healthier option, that's a nasty surprise. Who's at risk? Families who think fresh means safe, and regulars who eat here often without realizing what's piling up inside their bodies. The danger isn't just foodborne illness. It's long-term health issues from too much salt, fat, and calories. So, what's a better swap? Look for small burger diners that grind their own beef in-house, where sourcing is easier to trace. Or skip the chain altogether and cook burgers at home. Choose leaner cuts, season them yourself, and keep the salt in check. That way, you control the quality, not a supplier. Five Guys may look fresher, but peel back the wrapper, and it's not so different from the chains it claims to outclass. And next, a classic burger and milkshake brand with its own secrets hiding behind the nostalgia. Number 6. Shake Shack. Shake Shack has sold itself as the gourmet fast food chain. Trendy storefronts, sleek branding, burgers paired with thick milkshakes. For many, it feels like the grown-up version of McDonald's or Burger King, a place where you pay more, but believe you're getting better. Customers love the promise. All-natural Angus beef. No hormones, no antibiotics. It sounds premium, almost restaurant level. Families and young professionals alike line up for that promise of something cleaner, fresher, and safer. But here's the truth. The marketing doesn't match the reality. Shake Shack still buys from massive beef suppliers, the same supply chains that feed other fast food giants. And when those suppliers face recalls for E. coli or salmonella, Shake Shack is part of the risk pool. Words like natural and Angus may sound better, but they're branding terms, not safety guarantees. Then there's the health side. A single Shack burger may look smaller than a Whopper, but don't be fooled. The calories and sodium are still sky high. Add cheese fries and a shake. the signature combo, and you're staring at more salt, fat, and sugar than most people should eat in an entire day. That premium meal? It's just as heavy on your body as the drive-thru chain's Shake Shack claims to outclass. Who's most at risk? Anyone who trusts the upscale image. People who believe paying a few dollars more means getting safer beef. The sad truth, Shake Shack's food can carry the same contamination dangers and the same nutrition overload as its cheaper rivals. So what's a safer swap? Check out true gourmet burger spots that grind beef from small farms and cook everything fresh on site. Or make your own Shake Shack-style burger at home with lean ground beef, fresh toppings, and no hidden extras. Same taste, more peace of mind. Shake Shack may look gourmet, but behind the sleek image, it's just another fast food burger with a shiny wrapper. Would you risk it at your next burger night? Drop a comment and hit subscribe for daily investigations into the food you trust most. Because even old-school drive-in favorites aren't as safe as they seem. Number 7. Sonic Drive-In. Sonic is one of the most unique fast food chains in America. Retro drive-in stalls, roller skating car hops, burgers, hot dogs, and shakes that feel like a slice of Americana. For many families, grabbing a Sonic burger isn't just a meal, it's a tradition. But behind the fun and nostalgia is a reality most people don't see. Sonic's beef supply has been tied to USDA recalls through the same massive suppliers that serve other chains. And that raises a tough question. How safe are those burgers, really? People love Sonic for the experience. Pulling up, ordering from the car, letting the kids pick slush flavors, it feels different from the everyday drive-thru. Families trust it because it feels lighthearted, like a treat. But here's the hidden truth. Sonic's burgers aren't as classic as they look. The patties are mass-produced and frozen before they ever reach your stall. Additives are often mixed in to keep costs down or stretch the meat further. The result? A burger that may taste smoky and fun, but is far from the wholesome backyard flavor it pretends to be. And the risks don't stop at safety. Frozen, additive-heavy beef often carries higher sodium levels. Kids who eat Sonic regularly could be loading up on salt and processed ingredients without their parents realizing it. Over time, that adds up to real health concerns, especially when paired with sugary drinks and sides. Who's at risk here? Families who see Sonic as a safe, family-friendly stop. Parents who believe they're giving kids a simple burger and shake outing. In reality, they may be serving up more hidden chemicals and less real beef than they think. So, what's safer? Try regional drive-ins or local diners that grill fresh patties right in front of you. Or recreate the retro fun at home. Homemade burgers, milkshakes, and even a backyard drive-in night. You'll get the experience without the hidden risks. Sonic may look like a time capsule of classic America. But behind the neon lights, the beef tells a different story. And finally, we turn to one of the most iconic burger chains in America. A brand so big, so trusted, that its beef should be bulletproof. But even it has faced serious questions. Number 8. Carl's Jr. and Hardee's Carl's Jr. and Hardee's have built their image on big, bold, messy burgers. Ads show towering patties dripping with cheese, bacon, and sauce. The message is clear. These burgers aren't just food, they're an indulgence. And for people who want more than a basic drive-thru meal, these chains are the go-to. But here's the danger. Behind the oversized burgers is a history of supplier problems and recalls. Just like McDonald's or Burger King, these chains rely on mass beef suppliers. And when those suppliers face contamination issues, the risk lands right in your bag. People buy Carl's Jr. and Hardee's because of the premium promise. The menus brag about Angus beef. The portions feel richer, more filling. Ads make them look like an upgrade. But the hidden truth? That premium Angus still comes from the same massive supply chains as cheaper fast food. The fancy label doesn't guarantee safety or quality. And then there's the nutrition. One of these oversized burgers can pack in more sodium and fat than most people should eat in an entire day. Add fries and a drink, and you're looking at a calorie bomb that can quietly push long-term health risks, especially for families who treat it as a regular meal instead of an occasional splurge. Who's most at risk? Anyone who believes premium means safer. Parents who pick Angus burgers thinking they're giving their kids something higher quality. In reality, it's often just as processed and just as vulnerable to recalls as the cheapest options on the market. So, what's safer? If you love indulgent burgers, buy Angus beef from a local butcher. Cook it at home, season it your way, and enjoy the flavor without the risks tied to mass suppliers. That's the real premium experience, because you control the quality. Carl's Jr. and Hardee's may sell big burgers with bigger promises, but peel back the wrapper, and the story behind the beef looks a lot less premium. And after looking at all 8 chains, one question remains. If none of these giants are fully safe, what should you eat instead? Safer swaps and smart shopping. After hearing about all these chains, you might be asking, how do I keep my family safe? The good news, it doesn't take much. A few simple swaps make a big difference. First, buy fresh cuts of beef from a butcher or grocery store. When you can see the meat before it's ground, you have more control. No hidden fillers, no mystery ingredients. Second, grind your own beef at home. It sounds tricky, but it's not. A basic grinder, or even a strong food processor, does the job. You'll know it's fresh, and you can pick leaner cuts for a healthier burger. Third, try local diners or small burger spots that make patties on site. Many grill the beef fresh instead of using frozen, mass-supplied patties. That usually means better flavor and fewer additives. Fourth, watch the sodium. Even if the beef is safe, piling on cheese, sauces, and salt can turn one burger into a day's worth of sodium. At home, you control the seasoning. Fifth, check the USDA recall list now and then. It's free, updated often, and shows which beef products were pulled for contamination. A quick glance can help you dodge unsafe meat before it ever hits your plate. These swaps don't mean giving up burgers. They just mean making smarter choices. When you buy fresh, cook it yourself, or pick smaller spots that care about quality, you're protecting your family and getting food that actually tastes better. Burgers can still be fun, safe, and satisfying when you know what's really inside. Before we wrap up, this video isn't here to scare you. It's here to help you shop smarter. Burgers are part of American life. Families love them. Kids get excited for them. They're quick, easy, and comforting. But when you know what's really inside, you gain the power to make safer choices. The best part? Staying safe doesn't mean giving up burgers. It just means being more aware. Buying fresh cuts from the butcher. Grinding your own beef at home. Choosing smaller diners that cook patties to order. Even small habits, like checking sodium levels or keeping an eye on USDA recalls, make a difference. Remember this: food should give comfort, not worry. A burger should be something you enjoy, not something you second-guess. By learning how big chains really handle their beef, you can decide what's right for your family instead of letting marketing do it for you. Simple swaps protect your health. And they also make your food taste better. Fresher beef, cleaner seasoning, more control. That's peace of mind you can taste. So the next time a craving hits, you'll know how to enjoy your burger without the hidden risks. Now it's your turn. Which burger chain shocked you the most? Drop your answer in the comments. Your thoughts don't just matter to us. They help other families see the truth too. And remember, we post new investigations every single day. Recalls, hidden ingredients, and the food secrets most companies hope you never find out. If you want to protect your family and stay ahead of the risks, hit subscribe right now. And tap the bell icon so you never miss a warning. If this video opened your eyes, give it a like. It helps spread the word to more people who need to hear this. And before you go, don't miss our next big exposé. 10 Walmart foods you should never eat again. Tap the video on your screen now and see what's really hiding in America's biggest grocery store. Stay safe, stay informed, and I'll see you in the next investigation.